Welcome everyone to the Day's Global Young Journalist Awards 2024. My name is Priya, your host for the evening, and it's an absolute pleasure to be here. Tonight, we celebrate the voices of young writers and creators who have shared their unique perspectives with the world. This competition, which is free and open to all 7 to 18-year-olds, we featured 10 categories, including climate, technology, equality, and much more. Thanks must go to our mental health category sponsor Brainwaves, the free mental health initiative from the University of Oxford in partnership with The Day. Thanks also to our supporters, the School Library Association, NACE and Decibel Podcast. Tonight's winners will receive publication, a certificate and a £75 Amazon gift voucher to spend on a piece of tech to get their journalism career started, along with invaluable feedback from our incredible judges. The runners-up will receive publication and a certificate. A link will be shared to view all the winning entries at the end of this ceremony. The Global Young Journalist Awards was launched in 2022 by Richard Addis, founder and editor of The Day. The competition has quickly become the most prestigious of its kind, with hundreds of entries from nearly every continent. This year's competition is unique, as our launch coincided with International Women's Day. We wanted to champion an all-female panel of remarkable women. So get ready to be inspired by the incredible lineup presenting the awards. We have politician Jess Phillips, Olympian Heather Fisher, BBC presenter Emma Louise Amantia, scientist Professor Sarah Baumeister. We have journalists Suyin Haynes and Rose Stokes, and global speaker Mina Wood. We have author Pam Akuli, British Science Association Chief Exec Hannah Russell, and last year's competition winner Janine Al-Shalabi, who will also be presenting awards this evening. I'd like you to use the chat for this ceremony. It's going to be interactive and we want you to be part of the discussion. Please share your congratulations to for the winners and all the runners up. And let's kick off the chat by just finding out where you're tuning in from. So yes, we've got some information on The Day as well. So do have a look at that when you get a chance. Since 2011, The Day has been turning news into lessons and is recognised for its integrity, balance and quality. Today, it's a leading provider of life skills resources and training for teachers. It has a paying readership of 900 schools using digital subscriptions to teach nearly 1 million students. We believe that every child should learn real-world awareness, critical thinking, information literacy, oracy, teamworking, confidence, well-being, and problem solving. Now, today's ceremony will be split into two parts. The first half will see the Day's team awarding our 7 to 13-year-old categories, and the second half will welcome our guest judges and feature the 14 to 18-year-old categories. Let us know if you have any tech issues. You can add these in our tech support box just next to the chat function. We've got our amazing team behind the scenes working really hard. We've got Tara and Rachel ready to help out with any questions or any issues that you may have. We can also engage with us. You can also engage with us on social media, so look out for those as well. The event is being recorded, folks, and the link will be available on our webpage after the awards. So if you're joining on demand, hello and welcome. Okay, so let's see where people are joining from. Okay, we've got some people across the world here. I'd like to see some more countries coming through. We've got Dubai, we've got Scotland, we've got Kenya. Amazing. And I just can't wait to see what you guys have to say about the winning entrants. Now, let's get started in celebrating the remarkable achievements of these young storytellers. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Global Young Journalists Awards 2024. Amazing. For our first part of the awards, I would like to introduce Zoe, who will be presenting the politics, science and media categories. Hi Zoe, are you here? Hey
Hi.
Zoe.
Hello.
Oh, great to see you. Could you start by just telling us a little bit about what you do at The Day?
Of course. I'm Zoe. I started out as a writer for The Day, and now I'm a deputy editor. My job is to work with our editor-in-chief, Richard Addis, and our writing team on the content we publish on our website. I spend a lot of my time thinking about what our readers care about, helping to commission news articles, and editing stories. It also means I had the pleasure for the third year in a row of reading many of the hundreds of entries submitted to the awards. It was one of my favourite tasks of the year because each entry is surprising, illuminating, and often very entertaining. So now for our first winners and runners-up, we begin with the age 7 to 13 politics category. Our runner-up in this category submitted a thought-provoking illustration on the reality of conflict in Gaza. Its striking nature stood out to our judges, and it also showed real artistic skill. Well done to Alex from St John Plessington Catholic College. And now for our winner. Our winner today wrote about a topic close to their heart, the closure of libraries across the UK. They backed up their own experience as a volunteer at a struggling library with research about the nationwide story and evidence on the impact of these closures. This entry also showed a clear and effective communication style. Congratulations to Chloe from Prince William School. We will now watch a short video from Chloe about her entry.
My name is Chloe Guy and I win in the politics category. I chose to write about the amount of libraries that have closed down in the 14 years the Conservatives have been in power and the effect it has had on our communities. I chose this topic as when I was a child the library is a big part of my love for reading. Volunteering at my local library has made me realise the important work that libraries do for our community and how hard the volunteers work. I really enjoyed writing this article because it shed light on this important issue, and I believe I learned lots of information about libraries and their roles in our community.
Thank you, Chloe. The next category this afternoon is science. Our runner-up in the science category wrote an intriguing piece about the hidden potential of fungi and how they could perhaps even save our planet. Our GYJA panelist Sarah Baumeister called it a fascinating piece of writing and very topical for finding ways to deal with land waste and our future Earth. Well done to Jessica from Oakham School. Our winner today submitted a video report on a vitally important topic, cancer treatments, and whether worms may hold the secret to new cures. Her knowledge, combined with her excellent presenting style, stood out to our judges. Sarah Baumeister said, "Excellent reporting, important topic, and very well delivered by the young reporter. Congratulations to Annika from the UAE." Now let's watch Annika's video.
Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, wherever in the world you are. My name is Annika from Dubai College in Dubai, and I would like to thank the day for this honor. I am elated to be receiving this award in recognition of my work, and I am grateful for this opportunity and this platform provided to me to share the news about how worms residing in Chernobyl may be the next big step for humanity's battle against cancer. While working on this topic, I came across groundbreaking research and translated complex scientific concepts into compelling narratives. This award shows the power of journalism to bridge the gap between the laboratory and the living room, and to make cutting-edge discoveries accessible and relevant to people's daily lives. I hope that this research will lead to a fruitful outcome in a future whereby we will be able to eradicate cancer entirely from society. And this research has the potential to bring about a paradigm shift in humanity's battle against cancer. Thank you.
Thank you to Annika. Our third category this afternoon is media. The impact of social media on society is perhaps one of the defining issues of our time. It is certainly an issue that motivated our runner-up, whose piece on teenagers and media distraction was titled "Their eyes are on everything, but their minds are on posting and commenting." It was a persuasive article with practical tips to help cure this modern ill. Well done to Yazan from Al Mustaqbal School in Palestine. The winner of the 7 to 13 media category combined 3 topics of the utmost importance today: social media, censorship, and the conflict in Gaza. Their story was a compelling explanation of an online phenomenon that is happening now, a fascinating look at the way modern politics and warfare is shaped by media, the rulings of tech companies, and the consequences for freedom of expression. Congratulations to Riemann, also from Al Mustaqbal School in Palestine. We have a short video from Riemann to play you now.
Hello everyone, I am Riemann Qaddadha, the winner of the media category. I am truly overfilled with joy because of this because of such a big accomplishment, like such a big competition like this one, winning a big competition like this one. The thought of it, this achievement, just amazes me. It's so far from reality in my head. But I would like to thank all of the amazing and wonderful people who have assisted me and helped me throughout my entire lifetime, which helped so much in getting this big achievement, like my parents, my English teachers, my best friend, and my friend group. Thank you all for listening to what I have to say. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Zoe, and a huge well done to all our winners in the politics, science, and media categories. So, why is the Global Young Journalist Awards so relevant right now? Celebrating and supporting journalism has never been more important than now. In an age where information flows rapidly and misinformation can spread like wildfire, the role of honest and factual journalism is more crucial than ever. It is through the diligent work of dedicated journalists that the truth prevails, empowering society with the knowledge necessary to make informed decisions. Journalism is at the heart of every democracy. Equally important is giving young people a voice in this landscape. They bring fresh perspectives and ideas, ensuring that our discourse remains dynamic and inclusive. By supporting and mentoring the next generation of journalists, we not only safeguard the integrity of our media, but also cultivate a future where truth and transparency is on top of every agenda. So our next categories to present here are health, equality and finance. I'd like to introduce Sam to present these awards. Hi, Sam.
Hello, it's wonderful to be here.
So nice to see you as always. Could you just start by just telling us a bit about what you do at the Day?
Yes, of course. So for over a decade, I've had the privilege of working at the Day, collaborating closely with both teachers and students. The Day is genuinely more than just a job for me. It's a true passion project. I am deeply committed to ensuring every young person has access to an engaging education that equips them with the essential life skills they need to succeed. Reading through the many, many brilliant and informed entries has been an absolute pleasure. It fills me with immense pride to hear young people using their voices so powerfully. So a huge well done to everyone who took the time and effort to enter. You are all winners. And hot off the press, I just wanted to announce the Day is also a winner. So yesterday we won Organisation of the Year, which was voted by citizenship teachers for the support that we give them on their curriculum. So let's begin with the age 7 to 13 health category. The runner-up chose to highlight the positive impact exercise has on the teenage brain. The article was evidently researched and all sources were footnoted. The writer weaves science-based evidence with personal anecdotes to present a strong, appealing case study. And that runner-up is Ramasai Sheikh from KIS International School in Bangkok. A huge well done. So the winner of the health category took the time to conduct their own research into the hidden hazards in the UK's top treats. A brilliant example of investigative journalism, exposing all the nasties in your snacks and treats. The article presented a very serious subject in a light-hearted, captivating manner. Big congratulations to the winner, who is 12-year-old Rayhan from King's College School in the UK. Now let's watch Rayhan's video.
Hello everyone. Thank you for this wonderful award. I am truly honoured. My mum always encourages me to make healthy choices and to avoid junk food, as mums do. But when Dr. Chris Van Tulliken spoke at our school about ultra-processed foods, my curiosity was really piqued. This competition provided the perfect opportunity to investigate what ultra-processed means and where they are hiding. I found that many popular treats are full of harmful chemicals designed to make products tasty, cheap, and addictive. We are unknowingly exposing ourselves to real risks. This award now gives me a platform to spread the word. We need to raise awareness about the hidden dangers in our treats and make smarter food choices. For packaged foods, flip the packet and check the ingredients list. If you can't pronounce something, avoid it. Let's break the cycle together. This is my mission and I hope you make it yours too. Thank you again for this opportunity and the prize.
What a wonderful young man. And for those of you who know me, very close to my heart, ultra-processed food. So moving on to the equality category. The runner-up of this category produced a hard-hitting factual article on the inequality of women in India entitled "The Dowry, Biggest Evil of Equality in India." Mahi from GEMS Cambridge International School referenced different statistics to highlight and contextualise the issue rather than relying on opinion. Well done, Mahi, on a truly thought-evoking piece. The winner of the equality category simply blew me away. An emotive video filmed by the winner in his granddad's ancestral village, Pabna in Bangladesh. Ian personally captured the brilliant footage of his trip, complete with engaging interviews to highlight how a pioneering school for girls is promoting equality and changing their lives. I don't think we have seen the last of this winner, Ian, from King's College School in England, a budding journalist with great interviewing techniques. And here is his winner's video.
Hello, I'm Ian from King's College School of Wimbledon. I was delighted to participate in the Global Young Journalist Contest and would like to thank the judges, my parents, my school, and mostly the day for giving me the opportunity to bring this wonderful girls' school in Pabna to the attention of a wider audience. Education is the key to success in the modern world, and I have seen firsthand how education has opened the eyes and minds of these underprivileged girls to the wider world and given them the hope that they can play an important role in the development of their community and country. Thanks again for bringing this story to the attention of a wider public.
And please, when we publish his winning video, everybody take the time to watch it. It is absolutely brilliant. Well done. And now for the last category that I'm presenting, the finance category. The runner-up produced a detailed infographic poster on how NVIDIA is becoming the fastest and biggest AI company in the world. The runner-up took a very complex subject and clearly explained it with clever visuals. So a huge well done to Ben Phillips from Prince William School here in the UK. The winner of this category produced an exceptional video on how to earn and save money. At the age of just 11 years old, Abigail has set up her own business, crocheting and selling bags and accessories. A budding entrepreneur who has also demonstrated excellent interview and presentation skills. I have no doubt you will be a CEO one day, Abigail. So a huge congratulations to our winner, Abigail Lee from Nova Pioneer Tattoo Primary School in Kenya. And let's have a look at her winner's video.
Hi, I'm Abigail Lee, and I am very honored to be selected as the Global Young Journalist Award winner of the financial category. First, I'd like to thank my friends for starting this business with me, because teamwork makes the dream work. And I'd like to thank my dad for helping me with my Wimpy Kid savings. I love that. And I want to thank my brother for always listening to me. And mostly, I really want to thank my mother, because without her, I wouldn't have joined this competition. And once again, I am very honored to receive this award. And remember, keep saving.
Thank you, Sam. I'm absolutely blown away by those speeches. Truly impressive. And a huge well done to all our winners in the health, equality and finance categories. I would now like to invite Fiona McWilliam, sub-editor from The Day, to present the Age 7 to 13 awards for the sports and climate categories. Hello, Fiona. Lovely to see you. And if you could begin by just telling us a bit about yourself and what you thought about the categories that you were looking through.
Well, I work on the editorial team with Zoe and Richard, and I've spent many years, over 30 years as a journalist, working largely in the environmental sector, actually, and technology. I'm also a secondary school teacher, so I love working at The Day because it combines my two interests, education and journalism. So I'm also very keen on sport as well. I'm a keen tennis player, so I was actually I was thrilled to be asked to present the sports category and the climate categories in these awards. I'm going to start off first of all with the runner-up of the 7 to 13-year-old sports journalist category. And the winner is Adam, who goes to the Al Mustaqbal School in Palestine. So well done, Adam. Adam is just 11, and he's written a really positive and ultimately very hopeful article on the Palestine national football team and its ongoing efforts to qualify for the 2026 World Cup, despite the unimaginable hardships presented by the ongoing Gaza-Israel conflict. It's a compellingly written and thought-provoking article. Adam presents the facts in a clear, readable and unemotional way, and he makes a really good use of pertinent quotations. So very well done, Adam. It's a really great effort. Moving on now, though, to the winner of this category. And that is, so the winner of the 17 to 13-year-old sports journalist category is Laurie from JCOS, which is the Jewish Community Secondary School here in the UK. Congratulations, Laurie. Laurie's entry is a really gripping account of a rather intriguing sporting issue, which will possibly surprise even the keenest of cricket fans, and that's namely the precarious fortunes of Middlesex County Cricket Club. Given that, quite unusually for a county cricket team, the club doesn't actually own its own ground. This is a really well-researched and well-written article with an informed and authoritative tone worthy of a professional sports writer. It reveals an important and little-known aspect of county cricket and examines the options available to Middlesex club, to the cricket club. Well done, Laurie. A message now from Laurie.
Hi, I'm Laurie and I'm thrilled to have won this year's junior sports writing competition. The reason I'm so happy to have won the prize is because in the future I want to pursue a career either in cricket writing or cricket commentary. Thank you.
Great, well done. Congratulations, Laurie. So moving on now to the climate journalist category. The runner-up in this category is Jiwoo from the British School in Jakarta. Jiwoo, who's 11, has written a clear and impassioned article calling for his fellow young Indonesians to think about the problems facing humankind in terms of land pressure in the future and what this means to the inhabitants of a nation comprising more than 17,000 islands. Jiwoo urges readers of the article to keep a close eye on their government and its plans to relocate the country's capital from the overpopulated island of Java to the state of Kalimantan, which is actually on the island of Borneo. Humans need space as much as animals do. Jiwoo reminds us of this. but also asks what's to happen to the remaining areas of pristine rainforest, home to the already critically endangered orangutans and various other species as well. This is a really well-researched article, well done, really very well done. So, but the winner of this category is Lydia from Sheffield in the UK, so congratulations, Lydia. Lydia's thorough research and many interviews make this a really comprehensive and memorable piece on the perennial but persistent problem of, wait for it, dog poo. This article notes that too many people fail to dispose of their dog poo bags properly, leaving them all too often just on the ground for people to walk, to tread on, or even hanging on trees. And I've seen that here in Brighton, where I live. The article outlines the scale of this problem. It's a big problem. And the problem of dog mess on pavements in the city of Sheffield and the adjacent, and also in walking areas, footpaths and things in the adjacent Peak District. It also attempts very successfully to question the motivation behind such thoughtless behaviour. Why are people doing this? I'd say overall that this is a really informative and entertaining piece of journalism. So congratulations again to Lydia, and here is a message from Lydia.
Hi, this is me, Lydia. I am thrilled I was awarded Global Climate Journalist of the Year. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful, because when I first found out about dog poo bags hanging on trees, I was horrified. I was so disappointed when I found how much dog poo was around the Peak District. I have a good mind to stop it once and for all. I will not stop working until I achieve that. I thank all the people I spoke to, including Jane Taylor, who answered many questions and helped me learn about dog poo harming the environment. She picks up to 39 dog poos a day without getting paid. What an important role. I hope my article educates everyone around the world. Kind regards, Lydia.
Thank you so much, Fiona, and a massive well done to all our winners in the sports and climate categories. It is now time for our final categories for the 7 to 13 age group, and Rachel Watson, steward at the day, will present these awards for the technology and mental health categories. Hey, Rachel.
Hey, Priya. Nice to see you.
And you. And I know you've been really busy behind the scenes, and you have been involved with this award ceremony since the very first one in 2022. So how have you been? And tell us a bit about what you do at the day.
Yeah, it's amazing. I've worked on this since we created it 3 years ago, and just watching it grow and watching it get to different parts of the world has just been incredible. And this event today is the highlight of my year. I get goosebumps when I read the entries. I get goosebumps today just hearing the impact that it's having on everyone that's joining us today. So yeah, I'm very lucky. And I'm really looking forward to hearing the feedback from the industry experts who are coming on in the second half of the ceremony. Thank you so much to everyone who's kind of taken the time to judge and to come on and present, and to everyone who's entered and all the teachers that have got behind it as well. So on to the next category. Let's begin with the age 7 to 13 technology category. We had a lot of written entries this year, but we do open it up to different formats of journalism to encourage people, if they're stronger at graphic illustration, podcast, video. And this one, the runner-up of this category, decided to create a podcast about a podcast, which was a really brilliant idea. It was really informative. It was very well rehearsed, but sounded natural. It was really engaging. There was very good use of background music, and she'd also brought in some interviews that she'd done with listeners about podcasts as well. So it just had the whole package. It was really well produced. So yeah, well done to the runner-up. That's Faith from Ripon Grammar School in the UK. Well done, Faith. And the winner of this category, the 7 to 13 tech category, this one, we had a lot of articles about AI and the impact of AI on society. So this one kind of stood out from that sort of topic area. It was really well researched. It was very balanced and very thoughtful, and explored whether AI will essentially make us or break us. It addressed human concerns really well, had a balance of positives as well, with facts and examples to back it up. It was a really pacey Excellent written piece, lots of great vocab, and quite importantly, an attention-grabbing opening line, which our deputy editor Zoe is always saying sets apart the winners. So big congratulations to the winner of the tech category, and that's Tan from Regents International School in Pattaya in Thailand. And here he is with his acceptance speech.
Hello everybody, my name is Tan Tirupasuri, I'm 12 years old and I'm from Thailand. I was the winner for the technology category of the Young Journalist Awards. And I've always been really intrigued about what I wrote about in my article about ChatGPT and AI, and seeing the things that interested me lead me to success makes me really proud. And I also would like to thank the Day and the Young Journalist Awards for providing this amazing opportunity for students all around the world, just like me, to express themselves and write about what interests them. Remember, one small step for us, one ginormous step for journalism.
That's incredible. Thank you so much for that. So now Brainwaves is our proud sponsor this year for the most popular category, which is mental health. Brainwaves is a global mental health and wellbeing initiative for young people led by the University of Oxford in partnership with the Day. Brainwaves consist of a combination of research and education that aims to transform the quality of well-being support in schools. Supporting student well-being and empowering young voices is at the heart of what they do. You can find free mental health teaching resources and CPD webinars over on their website and sign up to take part in crucial research. And here is a short video from our mental health category sponsor, Brainwaves.
Brains are the most complex objects in the known universe, but they struggle to keep up with our increasingly changing world. Physically, we're better, but mentally, not so good. Yet mental health research is underfunded, particularly research into the brain development of young people, which matters because mental health disorders are often evident from aged 14. So Brainwaves is launching the biggest adolescent mental health study in history. Brainwaves has been created by the University of Oxford and the Day. We want happy, healthy, productive lives for all young people. We will recruit and engage 50,000 adolescents and educate many thousands more with informative, interactive lessons. But we can't do it alone. Schools become research affiliates of Oxford University. Students understand mental health care, improve your well-being. Charities bring your expertise to those most in need. Please help us build Brainwaves. Thank you.
So I have the pleasure of working on the Brainwaves programme as well, and it's interesting to see that the mental health category was the most popular category again this year. So there was lots of entries to look through in this one, but one that really stood out, who is the runner-up, she basically really grasped what makes a story newsworthy. So she picked up on a very current piece of news surrounding a topical issue about claims of an autism cure, which are in fact dangerous kind of experimental procedures. She'd gone away and sourced multiple facts and quotes from people all around the world. She'd even laid out the article to look exactly like a newspaper with images as well. It was just brilliant. I really enjoyed reading it. So a massive well done to our runner-up in the mental health category, which is Aletta from Walthamstow Hall Junior School in London. Well done, Aletta. I loved your piece. It was brilliant. And the winner of the of the mental health category is just destined to be a reporter. Again, this is one that gave me goosebumps. The video report was on procrastination and the effects of procrastination on mental health, which was a really interesting topic. I definitely learned a few things from watching it. And the video blew me away. It was a joy to watch. The entrant kind of had taken the initiative to gone out and interview a psychologist about the issue and film it. He's made his own graphics to illustrate some of the key points in the story. And he also delivers it with real clarity and real confidence for someone of his age. You know, he was always looking into the camera, speaking slowly, taking pauses. He's definitely a newsreader in the making, and I have no doubt we're going to see him on our screens in the future. So well done, Oliver from Heartland International School in Dubai. You're an absolute star, and I'm really happy to give you the spotlight now.
Hello, my name is Oliver Varoxi from Heartland International School in Dubai. I am proud to receive the Global Young Journalist Award in the Mental Health category. I would like to say a huge thank you to the selection committee, the day, my teacher, Mrs. Munif, and my parents. Your belief in me is what made me win this competition. The response to my video was overwhelmingly positive, opening up conversations that helped many realize the importance of addressing procrastination. It shows when you talk openly about mental health, it can make a real difference. My future goals are to keep spreading news about mental health and highlight its importance to kids and young adults. Like Eckhart Tolle once said, awareness is the greatest agent for change. Thank you.
Wow, such amazing and moving acceptance speeches. Congratulations to all the candidates of the 7 to 13 category. Now, we would love to hear from some of the runners-up talking about what they enjoyed about the competition and what they chose to write about in this very short video.
Hi, my name is Yazan Fahad. I'm from Mustaqbal School, Ramallah, Palestine. When I heard about the competition, I didn't really think about winning. And I just wanted to have fun while writing my article, because this was the first ever article that I ever wrote. I usually write stories, and this was a big difference for me. So thank you for the opportunity, and I hope you have a great day.
Hi, I'm Faith. I'm from Ripon Grammar School, and I came second place in the 7 to 13-year-olds technology category. My work was a podcast episode about podcasts, and when I started, I thought this would be a really fun and interesting and meta topic to try and achieve. But when I was researching and interviewing people for my podcast episode, I realised that quite a lot of people didn't know what a podcast was and asked me, well, what is it? So I realised that a podcast is a really important piece of technology, and everybody should know what they are and how they work and have access to them. If you're still thinking, what is she on about? What is a podcast? My work is on the Day website. You can check it out there.
Hello, my name is Jiwa Kim, and I'm a student of British School Jakarta. I am very pleased that I won second place in the climate topic. My article mainly focused on the Indonesian government moving its capital from Jakarta to Nusantara, a future city in Kalimantan. I found this topic engaging as I am a resident of Jakarta. Thus, after a thorough research, I began writing my article. For me, this was all very new, as I have never joined a competition like this before. I enjoyed putting all my effort into my article and spending my time checking it a couple of times. If I can join next year as well, I will definitely do so. Overall, I found this experience very helpful as I acquired new skills such as researching and revising. Therefore, I strongly recommend this competition to other students. It is guaranteed that they are going to have extra loads of fun.
Hello, my name is Adam Zahran, and I go to Al Mustaqbal School in Ramallah, Palestine. I wrote about the performance of the Palestinian national football team in the FIFA World Cup 2026 qualifiers. The reason I chose this topic is because it combines two of my passions, which are football and writing, and also because it gives me the chance to share the success of the Palestinian football team with the reader. Thank you.
I chose this topic because I wanted more people to know about the possibilities of fungi. Fungi is a vast and vital kingdom which lives alongside us, yet we know so little about them. At the moment, we have only discovered 6% of the estimated number of fungal species, and using this small percentage, we have a chance at saving our world. There is a great importance in spreading awareness and a great importance in taking action of any kind. So that is why I decided to write about the phenomenal and mysterious potential of fungi.
My name is Ben Phillips, and I wrote an entry for the finance category. I chose NVIDIA and its effects on the world economy. I did it in an infographics format, which many of my favourite authors use, as well as the fact that it's easy to depict information from it. I particularly enjoyed the process of finding out about information about NVIDIA, as it's going to have such an important role in our society over the coming decades. And I enjoyed learning how to make infographics and just the general process of refining an article.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm sure you'll all agree that all those speeches and all those kind of the stories behind the stories were just incredibly sort of moving. And I'm so impressed by all of the candidates, the runners-up and the winners. Let us know what you think about the candidates and their speeches and the choices of stories in the chat function. I'd love to hear from you. So now it is time for the second half of our awards ceremony as we move to the 14 to 18 categories. As mentioned at the start, we have a powerhouse panel of judges and presenters who will be announcing the winners of the evening. The women we have in our panel are shaping the very world we live in. They are the ones that are standing up for social injustices, being pioneers in medical research, being a voice for the voiceless, and the women in this panel are not afraid of owning their space in this world. They are all remarkable in their own way, and we are honoured that they have taken part in this competition. To find out more about our judges, please do visit theday.co.uk/Global Young Journalist Awards. For these awards, we selected the best 2 entries from each category, but be reassured that even if you didn't win, you will still be invited to join the Global Young Journalist Award alumni. It now brings me great honour to welcome politician and author Jess Phillips. Jess was previously the Shadow Minister for Domestic Violence and Safeguarding in Keir Starmer's opposition front bench from 2020 to 2023, and has always stood up for what she believes in. She's currently the Labour candidate for Birmingham Yardley and is standing in this current general election. Welcome, Jess. You must be completely busy on the door on the campaign trail.
Yeah, so thank you very much. I've just come home very, very briefly before I have to go out to my next campaigning session. And I must make an apology that as the mother of somebody in the category 14 to 18-year-old, he is currently having a drum lesson upstairs. So if you hear that, I would like to apologise. So it falls to me to present the category on politics. And the pieces that were sent to me, I have to say I was bowled over by their accuracy, their insight, and also their sort of political gumption. So I will first announce the runner-up in this category. The runner-up in this category was Ahmed from Priory Academy LSST. And Ahmed's piece was about the hypocrisy of the West, and with specific focus on global events currently surrounding the war in Gaza, amongst other global international issues such as conflicts with Iran. What I would say to Ahmed on his piece is that it is very timely, and it hits the nail on the head about how many people certainly who I am speaking to currently daily feel, and that the potential to elevate the sort of journalism is to put some element of the other side in to then debunk it. It would be my advice, but it was absolutely unbelievable level of writing from somebody so young. And the winner in this category was Harrison from Discovery Academy. and their account of, well, the political education of teenagers in Stoke-on-Trent. It is alarming, actually, for me as a politician to read the level of engagement and understanding about politics and about financial security, things that people like me talk about every day, and the level of knowledge and surveys done at Harrison School showed very, very little engagement and a total disconnect between the politics of our nation and our young people. And this is a very important and timely piece of writing, because they're obviously, notwithstanding that we're about to have an election, and many people in this category will be able to vote, and some political parties even are pushing for people to be able to vote at 16. So it is timely for that reason, but also because still the number of young people who vote turns our politics in the future into something that is skewed very much towards people over the age of 50, and that is entirely because of a lack of political engagement. It's policy is made on the basis of who votes, and so it couldn't be more important to get across this message. And what I would suggest is a very clear call to action in any writing that is in mediums that young people will engage with. So I'm now going to hand over to Harrison, I believe, who is going to speak.
Thank you so much, Jess. Unfortunately, Harrison couldn't be with us today, but we'd like to congratulate Harrison on his win. And we really are grateful for your time today, Jess. We know how busy it is around election time. And thank you so much for giving such great comments on that winning entry. So I'm now going to be passing it on to Rachel, who will be joining us to present the Tech Award.
Hi again, Priya. So the Tech Award for 14 to 18, the runner-up gave a really interesting and memorable article that has really skillfully kind of blended facts and opinion, and it keeps the reader's attention until the very end with the twist on TikTok. It's a really enjoyable read, really well communicated, couple of grammatical errors to check, but other than that, really well written. So the runner-up is Ayan from the Lowry Academy. So well done, really, really good piece. And then on to the winner of the category. The comment on this piece is that it's really thought-provoking, really excellent. It's innovative and skillfully balances facts and views with links for further research, and demonstrates how AI has been used in writing the article. So the winner of this category is Tom from James Gillespie's High School. Well done to Tom. I think, unfortunately, he's unable to join us today as well, but he did say that winning the award made him feel accomplished, honoured, and surprised.
Amazing. Thank you, Rachel, for all your amazing words and for reading through those articles. And well done, Tom, for your award. Tom, is Tom around to say a few words? I think we might have lost Tom, but if you're around, just drop us a message in the chat function, and I'm sure the audience would like to wish you a massive congrats as well. Okay, so I'd now like to hear from our very own Olympian to present the sports category, which is Heather Fisher. Heather couldn't be with us today, but she has shared this short video.
Hi everyone, how you doing? Priya, thank you so much for that introduction, and thank you so much for having me a part of your Sports Evenings Journalism Awards tonight. It is my absolute pleasure to be a part of it and to see so many submissions with passion, fire in your belly, all having a voice. It was so cool to see, so keep it up and well done to everybody who's taken part. This year, it wasn't easy. It was really, really tough. However, the runner-up this year is Megan from the UK. Megan, I know you've been homeschooled and you absolutely smashed this piece of writing, so well done. All about social change, all about how televised sport impacts community in only a positive way by reducing crime and inspiring individuals and bringing the community together. So a massive well done. It was really, really cool to see what you wrote and to feel that fire in your belly that you're trying to connect to the audience. So well done. Right, tonight's winner, drum roll please. Tonight's winner is from Chatsworth International School. Our winner of tonight's Sports Journalism, Young Journalism of the Year is Anaya. Anaya, a massive well done. Like, it shone through and it really did. It got me in here, and being a female in rugby, obviously rugby union, rugby sevens, and you know, being in the sports world for a long time, it really did capture, and I felt what you wrote. And half of writing pieces and being involved in what you're doing is connecting with your audience, and you really, really did connect with me. You wrote so tactically about female basketball, and you wrote with passion, and it just shone through. So massive well done. Well done to everybody who's taken part, everyone who's been involved. It takes a lot of courage to step up and voice your opinion, and especially when you don't know how it's going to be taken through or how someone's going to receive the information, right? And be on the receiving end as an athlete, it's always really interesting to see how writers and journalism, how things are put. So this is a real great start from all of you. So just a massive from me to you, well done. I'm really excited to see what the future brings for you, and hopefully some of the leading voices in sport are right in this room tonight. So a massive well done, and I'll see you real soon on the other side. Take care.
It's always a pleasure to see you, Heather, and thank you so much for all your comments. And a huge congrats to Anaya for winning in this category. Let's hear a voice recording from Anaya, who will be joining us very shortly.
Hello? Hello, can anyone hear me? Okay, I'm gonna state my piece. Don't know if you guys can hear me, I hope so. But hi everyone, my name is Naya. I live in Singapore and I'm so grateful to be here with you guys today. I want to start by emphasizing how important it is for young journalists like us to have a voice. We bring new, fresh perspectives that the older generation can't. When I received this award, I was honestly shocked because I never have been the best writer or academic in my batch. However, I realized my secret to winning. I wrote about what I felt passionate about and what I believed in, and it was gender disparities in basketball, and the rest fell into place. So never doubt yourself, and congratulations again to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Naya, and a massive congrats to you. I've just been looking at the chat function, and it's so warming to see everyone congratulating the winners and the runners-up and giving their comments about the actual pieces. So thank you for that, and keep them coming. It's really encouraging, and it's nice for the entries to see what people have to say. Our next category is equality, which will be presented by last year's winner of the Global Young Journalist Awards, Janine Al-Shalabi. Janine is currently a law student at Cambridge University and the founder of Chatterbox, a global debate organisation dedicated to empowering young women worldwide in their art of oracy and public speaking. She has gone on to do some incredible things, and we are so happy to have her with us. Welcome, Janine. I mean, what has been your experience so far of the Global Young Journalist Awards? You were once a participant and now you're a judge. So who stood out for you in this category?
Oh my goodness. I do not exaggerate when I say I was so incredibly overwhelmed in absolutely the best way by this year's entries in the equality category. I mean, like Priya was saying, thinking back to my own entry, it honestly, quite frankly, put my entry to shame. And I do not exaggerate once again when I say I've spent hours poring over all these fabulous, fabulous entries. But ultimately, the ones that really stood out to me were, for the runner-up, Kayana from Sikarla Buin Batu International School. Her entry was just dripping with passion. It took a really impassioned and intimate stance on issues of gender equality, and a lot of the depth in this entry came from the writer's use of personal experience to bring a whole new dimension to her frustrations around conforming to gender roles and being expected to conform. And I think what really drew me into this entry and what really hooked me is that she starts small and kind of zooms out. So what I mean by that is she starts with kind of small, comments that highlight gender roles or expectations of conformity, comments like, that's too heavy for you, why don't you ask the boys, little throwaway comments, and then brings it back out to the bigger underlying ideas and biases that hold back gender equality in larger society. And I think what was really appropriate in this piece is the writer's own voice took center stage. And there's this almost conversational tone that dominates the piece, and that makes it all the more relatable, all the more tangible. And every sentence is injected with this wit, this determination, this vulnerability. And for me, that humorous Cyndi Lauper reference at the end of girls just want to walk in the sun, that struck the perfect balance between clever humor and then that just trademark sharpness that permeates the rest of the piece. Our winner, however, for this category was Rafay from Chatsworth International School, who wrote about the LGBTQ plus struggle in Pakistani communities. And I just thought the piece took such a sophisticated and nuanced stance on a subject matter that itself is a rather refreshing non-mainstream topic. And what the writer did an excellent job of was providing the readers with kind of an overview of the many different stakeholders involved in the transgender Pakistanis' fight for representation. And the writer then kind of gave it an even more personal dimension by using quotes from those close to Pakistan's LGBTQ plus movement, adding credibility, adding dimension. And the writer states that when we are looking at how the LGBTQ plus movement is becoming more prevalent globally, it actually becomes more and more important to look at the smaller scale movements. And I know the fight for LGBTQ plus rights is, as Rafay was saying, it's becoming more important globally, more touched on by the media, more talked about in communities. But it was just so wonderful and insightful to kind of really zoom in on the Pakistani community specifically. And the writer does an excellent job at giving myself, somebody who isn't Pakistani, who has no ties to Pakistan, a really comprehensive yet extremely personalized and up close view of kind of this smaller sect of the LGBTQ plus movement in Pakistan. And that's why for me this piece was just an absolute winner.
Thank you so much for that. A huge congrats to Rafa and for winning this category. We'd love to hear from you. Rafa, are you there?
Yeah. Hello. First off, I'd like to start this by thanking the judges for giving me this award. Thank you to the judges for giving me this award. I first thought of the idea to write this article when I saw a YouTube video discussing a group of people who were deeply oppressed by a society that I was a part of. I found that as a young person, it was important for me to find a way to speak out in order to try and effect some kind of change in a society that I used to represent myself. Young people in general have a unique responsibility to mobilize against injustice and make the world a slightly more enjoyable place to live in. To me, winning this award means that me and all the other winners have, to some degree, succeeded in speaking out and making our voices heard in a world which is so divided and polarized that it is often difficult for opinions and perspectives to be entertained and considered. Thank you again to the judges for granting me this award, and thanks to everyone who sat here listening to me talk.
Oh, thank you so much. Wonderful speech. Right, we were expecting the incredible Kathy Newman today, who was presenting the mental health category. Kathy has been incredibly supportive of the Global Young Journalist Awards, and we thank her for that. But as we know, we are in the middle of a general election, so she's incredibly busy, and she is one of the leading presenters on Channel 4 News. She sends her apologies and wishes everyone the very best for the competition. However, we are extremely lucky to have Pam Akuli. Pam Akuli is a multi-award winning author, entrepreneur, and let's hear from Pam.
Hello, I'm Pamela Cooley. I'm a children's author and also the founder of Just Like Me Books. As a children's author, I am basically creating the books that I wish existed when I was younger. And I'm also creating books for all children of all backgrounds and all abilities, feel seen and inspired and empowered through the books that they read. But enough about me. I'm here to announce the runner-up and the winner in the mental health category. So the runner-up is Sarah from Redham House, Umhlanga. Huge congratulations to you. Now, from somebody who has suffered from mental illness for a long time, I found your writing to be really powerful, especially that first line. It was really captivating and evoked so many emotions. And I want to say thank you so much for writing this, showing your vulnerability, but also your strength. Through your work, I know you're going to empower and support other people who are also going through their own struggles. So thank you for writing this. Please continue to write this. You have a really lovely tone to your work, and I really encourage you to keep writing and sharing your struggles and your strengths. So well done. And the winner? Congratulations to Nurja from Ahmedabad International School. Now, one of the key things about being a writer is to be able to offer self-expression and connection, and you did that so well. Your writing is really emotive and so much honesty. I've never suffered with cystic acne, but what you've been able to do is to create understanding and empathy, and these are all incredible qualities for a writer and human beings in general. I loved how you also offered and gave your own guidance of what not to do based on your lived-in experience. Please continue writing. We need more stories and honest representation of what people are struggling with. You should feel such a huge sense of achievement. Huge congratulations to you.
Thank you, Pam. It has been so great to have you stepping in. And thanks once again to our mental health category sponsor, Brainwaves, for supporting this award. And of course, a huge congratulations to Nirja for winning this category. Let's hear from her now.
Hi everyone, I am Nirja from Ahmedabad, India, and I'm so thrilled to be here with all of you today. Having witnessed the repercussions of poor mental health up close, I feel extremely strongly about the category that I'm truly honored to have won in. I'm incredibly grateful to the judges at the day for giving me this recognition, which boosted my confidence as an aspiring journalist in ways more than one. This competition served as the perfect platform for me to tell a story that for the longest time, I did not have the courage to tell. My journey of dealing with severe cystic acne. Acne, and I mean persistent, painful, and seemingly perennial acne, affects a lot more than just the skin, and the day gave me an opportunity to share one of my deepest and darkest insecurities. Through my article, I was able to do my bit in spreading awareness about how cystic acne is not a first world problem and the effects it can have on mental health cannot be ignored. Let's all strive to tell more stories about things that often go unsaid, things that are too disturbing to put in words, as after all, truth is more often than not disturbing, and writing is only meaningful if it encapsulates truth. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nirja, for your words. It's now time to present the finance category. Rose Stokes is an award-winning freelance features writer and columnist for both Women's Health and The Metro. She has extensive experience working in the media, both as a freelance journalist and an in-house at The Economist, and is passionate about social change. Rose couldn't join us today, but she has shared this video.
Hi there, my name is Rose Stokes, and I am the journalist that had the pleasure of judging the 14 to 18 finance category for the Day's Young Journalist of the Year Awards. Firstly, I wanted to say that I really enjoyed judging this category, and I was completely bowled over by the level of talent, and it made me think, gosh, I wish I had known exactly what I wanted to do when I was that age, because you guys are going to be like powerhouses in the future, and I can't wait to see what you do. I think these types of awards are so important, especially with the way that people digest content these days. Like, we're in need of journalists more than ever, and journalists with integrity that are willing to put the work in to make sure that people are reading the truth about the world around them. Without further ado, I wanted to announce the winner of the 14 to 18 category. The runner-up was Zulfa. I have to say, Zulfa, I loved your video on credit card debt, and I thought it was really topical and really well explained, and I just really loved the format. I might have liked some more interviews with individuals, but honestly, was so brilliant. I was so impressed. So congratulations. And the winner is Jinan. I just could not believe how articulate this piece was. And I even showed it to my partner because obviously with the elections coming up, I thought, gosh, to have that level of foresight at your age is very impressive. And we both completely agreed with everything that you said. So yeah, I really think you should send this article to the main candidates because it's important for them to know what future voters think of them. So yeah, massive congratulations, really well done. And you and Zolfa and everyone else that entered, I really can't wait to see what you do next. So please do stay in touch. Bye.
Oh, thank you so much, Rose. I think what's really, I guess, kind of stands out is the fact that these judges have really taken out the time to read the articles or the piece of work, whether it be a podcast or a video, and the feedback is really sort of it's a real pleasure to sort of hear as well. So thank you all for the judges for all your comments. And Rose, thank you for your time today. And well done to our winner, Jinan. Jinan has recorded his acceptance speech as he was unable to join today. Let's hear what he has to say.
Hi, it's Jinan. It's a pleasure to be receiving this award, especially in this category, as it's something that I'm very passionate about. I'm grateful to have competed in this competition as it has given me the opportunity to voice something that I care about on a platform where people can see and relate to my thoughts. And I know that for a lot of families, plans for the future are often affected by changes in the world. So I hope other young people can relate to what I say. Thank you.
Thank you, Jinan, for your acceptance speech, and congratulations once again. For our science category, we have the amazing Sarah Baumeister with us. Sarah is a super cool scientist who studies how our brains work and how to keep them healthy. She works on lots of important research projects, including the one called the Dementias Platform UK and another one called Brainwaves, as we mentioned, that focuses on the mental health of teenagers. She also leads a special program called Blossom that looks at how things that happen when we're young can affect our brains when we're older. Wow, Sarah, that is like completely impressive. Thank you so much for joining today. What did you think of the science category and who really stood out for you?
Well, first of all, thank you so much, the day, for inviting me to be the science judge. I can honestly say it was quite an honor. I wanted to be a scientist from when I was about 4 years old. And reading these excellent entries, they gave me goosebumps, and it was really difficult to select. However, I was really impressed by two which stood out for me. And I would like to first announce the runner-up for this category, Anuprava from the Burj Reshta Nur Muhammad Public College, who wrote the report, Blooming with Innovation, Flowers as Beacons in Biomimicry. I was fascinated by this illustrated report, lovely photos throughout, pictures which had been sourced, describing how botany informs so many aspects of our everyday lives, and just showing us that humans are not the original innovators. And with scientific journalism, there's plenty of opportunity to report on positive findings and discoveries. And I really felt that Anuprava captured the essence of this scientific positivity. So well done, Anuprava. The winner, however, for this category, Mary from the Tiffin Girls' School, wrote a fascinating report called Using AI to Uncover the Past, How Modern Technology is Rewriting History. Now, this fascinating piece of reporting grasped my attention because I had just watched a program on Pompeii. I read eagerly to the end of this very well-written and researched report. Scientific journalism is often multidisciplinary. In other words, it brings together different subjects which complement each other. And what I found in this report was that it was bringing together AI and history, bringing it together and showing that AI is not just for now or the future or for mathematical nerds like me, but we can really delve into the past and understand it so much more by using AI. So I just want to say, well done, Ree. I really enjoyed this report and a well-deserved winner.
Well done to Mary for winning the science category and for Sarah for all your comments. Let's hear from Mary.
Hi, thank you so much for this award. I'm overjoyed to receive it, particularly as my article was on a rather niche topic, namely how AI can be used to illuminate the past. I'd like to thank the day for running this competition and allowing students like myself to take their first steps on the journey to becoming a journalist.
Thank you so much for that. For the media category, we have Suyun Haynes. Suyun Haynes is a freelance journalist covering identity, culture, and underrepresented communities. Her work has been published in Time, CNN, Al Jazeera, The Guardian, Open Democracy, and more. Suyun was previously head of editorial at Galdem, the award-winning media company platforming people of colour and from marginalised backgrounds. Welcome, Suyun, and thank you for being with us. I know you have been busy like others looking through the category. What did you think?
Hi there, thank you Priya for that introduction. I am coming to you from Hong Kong where I am currently travelling. My name is Suyun and I'm a freelance journalist, and I was really delighted to judge the 14 to 18-year-old media category for the day's Global Young Journalist Awards. So without further ado, I would love to announce the runner-up and winner. So the runner-up is Phoenix from Chatsworth International School, Singapore, and this was an essay about Barbie and Oppenheimer, and sort of kind of combining the author's own personal story and reflection with the kind of broader social and cultural and political commentary on both films. And I thought this was such a compelling and engaging read. The author brought in their own identity, which I loved. It really took us on a journey. And I think it kind of said something unexpected about these films and kind of what was billed as the cinematic event of last summer. So congratulations, Phoenix, on a wonderful piece. And then I would love to announce our winner, who was Finnegan from Brooks West Shore School, Canada. So how brilliant that we have entries from complete other sides of the globe on completely different topics in completely different formats. So I loved this illustration entry, which was around the theme of deepfakes, a really serious, pertinent, topical issue. But within just 2 slides, I really understood exactly what Finnegan was trying to say, what story Finnegan was telling, and I think it was communicated brilliantly and with a great sense of humour and charm. I could totally see a cartoon or an illustration like this somewhere like the New Yorker one day, and I thought it was just really well done. So massive congratulations to Phoenix and Finnegan, and thank you so much to everyone who entered the competition. Can't wait to see what you'll get up to in the future. Thank you, bye.
Oh, thank you so much, Suyun. And well done to Finnegan for winning this category. You must be absolutely thrilled. We would love to hear a few words from you now.
Thank you. It's a real honor to win this award. The legendary artist and writer Will Eisner referred to comics as a universal means of communication. From prehistoric cave drawings in Lascaux to the Bayeux Tapestry to Christoph Niemann's captivating covers at the New Yorker, comics are a medium that transcend both time and language. What I love about comics are their unique ability to convey complex ideas and emotions across cultural barriers and to connect us through shared human experiences and stories. I'd like to thank the day for holding the Global Young Journalist Awards and for celebrating young writers and artists. It feels amazing to be recognized and to receive feedback from professionals whom we so admire and respect. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, Finnegan, and congratulations once again. Announcing the climate category is Emma Louise Amantia, a presenter and journalist you might know from Newsround on CBBC. She loves telling stories about the environment, people around the world, and music. Before working at Newsround, Emma Louise worked at Radio 1 as a freelance presenter for charities like WWF and the National Oceanography Centre. Let's hear from Emma Louise now on the climate category.
Hi Priya, hi everyone. So the standard in this category was incredibly high. If you entered, you should definitely be proud of yourself. And now, on to our runner-up. The judges said this entry was beautifully written and very topical. I've got to agree. This entry really told the story from a personal perspective, but weaved in lots of facts and figures as well. So our runner-up is Pragya from GEMS Cambridge International School, Abu Dhabi. Well done to you, Pragya. And now on to the winner. The judges said, really timely issue, excellent choice of local story, and great initiative in interviewing locals, plus an impactful video editing style. I really love how much passion shone through in this entry. I could tell it's something that you're really interested in and something that's really important to you, and that just shone through in your storytelling style. So our winner in the climate category 14 to 18 is Adam from Colday Grange Grammar School. Well done to you, Adam. And back to you, Priya.
Thanks, Emma Louise, and well done to Adam for winning this category. If we can hear from Adam, that would be amazing.
Hello, thank you so much. It's an absolute honour to have been selected for the 14 to 18 climate category. Seeing last year's winners and their incredible effort, it's amazing to imagine how close it must have been and to be recognised at that level. Untreated sewage spillages are an issue many of us from the UK will be familiar with. But out of the reports I've seen, too few discuss the impact on lived experiences and outside of the biggest rivers. To somebody in a quiet corner of the country, it can all seem far removed, despite often being in their back garden. My entry aimed to address these gaps, and there are two key things I've taken away from this project. A greater appreciation for how interconnected the world is from our discussions, and an understanding of how strong the fighting spirit for change really is. Thank you so much for this opportunity, for providing us such a powerful outlet of creativity and intrigue.
Adam, you are incredible. A huge congratulations to you. We've got some good news. We had Tom, who won the Tech Award, and we had Harrison, who was the winner of Politics. We were unable to have them live previously, but we now have some audio of them accepting their award, which will now join, I believe, Tom before, and then we'll join Harrison.
The way I write, and the way humans write in general, is subtly changing because of our use of tools like Word and Grammarly. Thank you for letting me raise the issue, which is otherwise never talked about. It should go without saying that I'm very honoured to have won my category. To know that my submission satisfied the very esteemed panel of judges is just wonderful. But I'm even more honoured to have been given this opportunity. Journalism has always been a passion of mine, something I realised after disastrously trying to document the gossip in my primary school class. So to be able to enter into this world as a young person is just incredible. The day is fulfilling a civic duty by providing this forum for young voices.
Brilliant. And now we'd like to hear from Harrison, who was the winner of Politics. Jess Phillips announced that winner, so we'd like to hear from Harrison now.
Simply thank you. It is an honour to have won this journalism award for a topic that I find so significant in daily life. The word politics sends sighs of annoyance through crowds. Years of incompetence in government has led to increasingly negative connotations, uproar and anger. However, this is a very dangerous mindset for a country to have. When people are indifferent or misinformed on politics, it opens up the floodgates for extremism. As I discussed in my article, A lack of education on politics leads to very unrepresentative parliaments and therefore historically low approval ratings, and it then leads to politicians with no accountability nor interest in their constituents. Educational reform is needed so that the next generation grow up to be politically active, interested in voting, and willing to fight for their beliefs. Currently, blind obedience is a quality preached by the older generations, but this can lead us down a path to an Orwellian society where liberty and freedom are restricted. This has already been shown across the world with attempted and successful limitations to freedom of speech and the right to protest. So we must remember martyrs like Masha Amini, Alexei Navalny, and Evan Gershkovich. Overall, due to 2020 being an election year in multiple nations, this reminder is even more potent than ever. You hold the power in your vote to reform your city, your country, or even the world. Last but not least, thank you to all my teachers who have mentored me to this point, especially Miss Hayward, Mrs. Davies, Miss Walton, and Miss Bagley. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Harrison. Really, really compelling speech there. And you hold the power in your vote, very rightly so. I'm so glad we were able to hear from our tech winner, Tom, and also from Harrison, who won the politics category. So now we'll move on to Hannah Russell, who is the Chief Executive of the British Science Association, BSA, and is a strong believer in the power of science to transform lives. Her career spans science and education, and she helps young people and communities to engage with science, including issues relating to mental and physical health and disease. Outside of work, she is also a trustee at Secondary First, a charity that funds research into the prevention and treatment of secondary breast cancer. It's so great to have you here, Hannah. How are you, and how did you find the entries?
They were great. It's a real pleasure to be here. At the BSA, our mission is around ensuring that all of society is included in science, and so young people and youth voice are just a really important part of that work. So delighted to be here, really enjoyed reading the entrants. Shall I go straight on to the prizes? I'm going to take that as a yes. So the runner-up in the health category for 14 to 18-year-olds is by Pascalia from the British School of Brussels on the AI revolution in healthcare. I really enjoyed this entry. It covers loads of different aspects of the topic. As mentioned, I'm a trustee of a cancer research charity, and so the potential of AI to revolutionise cancer diagnosis is something I'm particularly interested in and excited about. And Pascalia set out the opportunities and the potential risks really clearly. If you were going to do another article like this, Pascalia, you might want to consider doing a deeper dive into a particular area just to allow for a bit more nuanced reflection on the application of AI in that context. And the other thing you could think about doing is including quotes or testimonies, perhaps from healthcare workers or patients, to really help engage readers with the applications of the technologies that you were describing. But overall, great, a really engaging article. So congratulations, Pascalia. And then on to our winner, and the winner in the 14 to 18 health category is Abigail from the Dartford Grammar School for Girls, with her article, The Day You're Born, You Live for Two. And this was a really fascinating piece that covers a really tricky ethical dilemma. And I thought Abigail did really well to demonstrate the many sides to the saviour-sibling debate, writing clearly, and I think really importantly, leaving the reader to make up their own mind, which was a really nice way to position the article. And for future articles, Abigail, as with Pascalia's piece, you might want to consider perhaps including interviews or sourced quotes from people directly impacted the topic, which would, again, really help to provide an additional voice and so that we can hear the story from people in their own words. But overall, I thought it was a great article. So congratulations.
Thank you so much for those comments. And this feedback is invaluable. And for the runners up and also for the winners, they're going to take away this feedback and they're going to grow from it. So thank you again for all the judges and the presenters who have announced these winners. And well done to Abigail for winning this category. Abigail couldn't be with us today, but she has shared us a video.
Hello, my name is Abigail and I'm going to be talking about my entry. So my entry discussed the use of saviour sibling technology to treat life-threatening diseases where exact matches are needed. So very briefly, a saviour sibling is basically a child that is genetically modified before birth in order to ensure there's an exact match in blood or some type of organ that can be donated to a sibling. I found this topic very fascinating because we learnt about it in school, and I thought that, you know, it'd be something interesting to write about because I found that intrigued me, and we also watched a film about it, so I was like, I mean, it's interesting, why not write about it? And I'm thankful that I did, and I just want to finish off by saying thank you to everyone. Thank you.
Oh, well done, Abigail. An incredible achievement for you. And again, thank you, Hannah, for all your comments. Now, we wanted to shine light on all the runner-ups. Here is a short video of some of the young storytellers on why they believe it is important for young journalists to have a voice and what they learned from entering the awards this year.
Hello, I am Pascalia Camporoglu, and I think that it is very important for young journalists to have a voice in our society, as we, the younger generation, can bring a new, different, and oftentimes more creative approach to global issues. Having us, young journalists, share our opinion on topics that we find need discussing will help us prepare for the future. And ultimately, today's children will become tomorrow's adults who will have to handle global matters. This makes today's young and aspiring journalists crucial for us to continue and improve our society.
Hi, I am Anuprabha Islam Mojumdar. I am from Bangladesh. I have achieved second place in the 14 to 18 ages science category in the Global Young Journalist Award 2024. I am glad to be so. It's a great honor for me as it's the first time for me to win an international award. It will help me a lot to go ahead with my creative writing. Actually, journalism is that type of work to me that inspires me to write an article using my creativity and knowledge. It inspires our young generations to think about the current world issues and to show their thoughtful mind through writing. It also inspires them to improve their general knowledge skills. These are the facts that inspired me to go to participate in this competition. That's all my opinion.
I think it's important for young journalists to have a voice because it's useful to have a unique perspective that an adult may not necessarily have. And it's important to remember that children are still people and we deserve to have our voices heard because our opinion matters. Not only this, I think one major thing I did learn was that I really enjoyed writing and showcasing my own piece of work in my own unique kind of flair for the whole world to see.
Hi,
Thank you.
I'm Sarah Capazorio, and after entering my piece in this year's competition, I now understand that it is vital for young journalists to find their voice. They need to come to the realization that there is someone out there who needs them to be another's voice, because in the end, there's a chance that they may save or enlighten someone's life. If you learn to utilize this strength when you're young, imagine the multitude of ways you can help people when you're older with more experience and building upon this strength over and over again. This year, after entering my piece, I learned that it's okay to not be okay. After reflecting upon myself, I now know that I need to keep walking because with this newfound realization of my strength, I can help at least one person. At least that's what I hope. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Right, as we come to the close of this year's Global Young Journalists Awards, I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to each and every one of you who joined us online from around the world. Your presence and support have made this event truly special. To all the participants, congratulations. Your work, your dedication and passion for storytelling is truly inspiring. Whether you took home an award or not, remember that your voice matters and your stories have the power to make a difference. Tonight, we have witnessed the remarkable talents of young storytellers who have not only showcased their journalism skills, but have also shared powerful insights on a wide range of topics, from mental health to technology, climate to equality. These young journalists have proven that the future of journalism is indeed bright and promising. A special thank you to our mental health category sponsor, Brainwaves, our supporters, the School Library Association, NACE and Decibel Podcast, also our amazing judges and everyone who contributed to making this event a success. Your support and commitment to nurturing young talent is invaluable. As we sign off, let us carry forward the spirit of curiosity, creativity and integrity that journalism embodies. To our budding journalists, continue to share your stories and seek the truth and inspire others with your words. Please visit our website, www.theday.co.uk, to read and watch all the winning entrants. A link has been shared in the chat function, so you can go straight to those entrants after this award ceremony. One final thing, as this session ends, a feedback survey will be popping up on your screen very shortly. Please take a few minutes of your time to fill this out. You will help us improve what we do, and you'll go on to maybe winning a prize of £30, an Amazon voucher, which is nice. And this event is available on demand, so look out for your email. Otherwise, it will be on the Day's YouTube channel next week. From me, it has been an absolute honour to be part of this ceremony, and I can't wait for next year's competition. Thank you once again for joining today. Goodbye for now.